situation here. Let's see what Darien can do. Stopped by McGee, but put back by Bennett McDermott. That's a goal for the Blue Wave. Jordan with a deep three. No good. Front rim. Jack Tierney with the rebound. Roloff with the three. That's good. Splash.
Cut and turn, and he has now scored his first point.
So J.P. Heron is on the board for Darien and can't get it to go. DeMonicus with the rebound and puts it back up and in. Nice offensive board by Lindsay DeMonicus.
Nice play by Vandenbroek there. Oh, she's got
Vandenbroek, and there is a short-handed goal by Shea Vandenbroek. The Darien Athletic Foundation is proud to present high school varsity girls basketball tonight from the gymnasium inside Darien High School. It's the Darien Blue Wave taking on the Ridgefield Tigers in an FCAC matchup. Hi everybody, so glad you could be with us on this DAF Media live stream. Damian Andrew alongside my old partner, Barry Cronin, on the broadcast tonight. Barry, great to have you with us, and this is an important FCAC game for Darien as they try to find some way to get into the FCAC tournament. We're going to take a quick break for the national anthem. We are moments away from the opening tip here at Darien High School of this girls varsity basketball game between Darien and Ridgefield. And as I was saying to Barry Cronin before the national anthem, this is really an important game for Darien as they try to get some more wins, try to find a way into the FCAC tournament, and really qualify for the state tournament as well.
Yeah, that's right, Damian. And you know, these sports where you play everybody in the league, it's really not where you stand halfway through the season, but really the sequence of your schedule. Sometimes there's a huge log jam with teams between 5 and 10, and you know there's going to be teams that squeak in and other teams that have a tougher opponents down the stretch and are on the outside looking in. So let's hope that Darien can pull together a couple of quality wins here, and we're off.
And we are underway here at Darien High School for this FCAC girls basketball game between the Blue Wave and the Ridgefield Tigers. Ridgefield comes in as maybe the hottest team in the FCAC right now. They've won their last 8 ball games, and they turn it over as we are just underway here. No score in this one. Damian Andrew alongside Barry Cronin on the DAF Media Network. High school varsity girls basketball. Darien, of course, coached by first-year head coach Melba Chambers, who played her college basketball at Georgetown, also coached at her alma mater. And here's Lindsay DeMonicus under the basket, and she is fouled on the way up, so she will go to the line for 2. The starting lineup for Darien: Kelly Richter, Gwen Dolce, Lindsay DeMonicus, Katie Ramsey, and Chrissy Fiore. Of course, Ramsey and Fiore, the 2 big seniors for Darien. As they go, Darien goes. And DeMonicus makes the first win. And the starters for Ridgefield: Kate Wagner, Caroline Kernal, Megan Klosowski, Nora McNeese, and Sabrina Grizafi. And this is a young Ridgefield team, too. Got a lot of talented underclassmen, only 1 senior on the roster. And here's Ramsey in transition, falls off the front of the iron. The putback, though, by Chrissy Fiore.
And it's a great job of getting the offensive rebound by Fiore. You know, the key in high school basketball is how many shots you get. And if you can eliminate your opponent's second chance offers and get a bunch of second chances and offensive rebounds, that really puts the other team under pressure. Looks like Ridgefield wants to go up tempo here. Looks like they're pushing the ball hard and running a 2-2-1 full court zone press. See how Darien does with the press. So far, so good. Nice pass.
Nice pass underneath to DeMonicus as she scores, and Darien is up 5-2. Blue Wave now in a zone defense with Ramsey up top as she supplies all kinds of length at the top of that zone defense.
Yeah, it looks like they're in a 1-2-2 half court. Nice rebound there, block out by Fiore.
The three no good by Caroline Colonel. As I mentioned, Ridgefield has rattled off 8 straight wins, one of the hottest teams in the conference. Of course, had a big win 2 games ago against previously unbeaten Trumbull as Ramsey scores in the paint.
And you know, every time Darien scored thus far, it's been an assisted basket, which is great to see. Get a nice pass from Fiore to DeMonicus, and then this time Fiore to Ramsey. So it's great to see them making that extra pass.
I had a chance to talk to Darien head coach Melba Chambers before this one, and she said this is really one we need. Darien coming off back-to-back losses on the road, so maybe some home cooking here tonight at Darien High School. Darien stays in a zone defense.
Yeah, and with those back-to-back losses, Damien, it looks like the offense abandoned them a little bit. They were only scoring around 40 points a game, so it's nice to see them get off to a good start thus far.
And a nice block by Fiore. And here's Kelly Richter. She'll bring the ball up the floor. Some really talented sophomore players on this Darien team. Ramsey loses control, and as a result, she's called for steps.
Another good pass interior, though. She had a good look at it and just got her feet a little tangled up. That could have gone either way, or travel or a foul.
Darien stays in that 1-2-2 zone with Ramsey at the top of it. Good ball movement here by Ridgefield. Corner 3 is no good.
There's that offensive rebound you hate to give up.
And that is a 3 by Caroline Colonel. She had 10 points in that 1-point win over Trumbull last week.
And that was a nice stroke. She got her feet set, took a nice shot, good follow through.
This is a well-coached Ridgefield team. Tom DiMarzo in his 4th season as the Tigers head coach. And in his first season, he led Ridgefield to an FCAC championship. Little inside out for Ridgefield. 3 is no good. The offensive rebound by Colonel. And Caroline Colonel has come out on fire here in the first half.
Yeah, I think that's her second offensive rebound, so they got to eliminate those offensive rebounds. Good hands there on the defense by Ridgefield.
And Darien turns it over. We are tied at 7, under 4 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Damian Andrew alongside Barry Cronin. Baseline jumpers short. Another offensive board by Ridgefield, but here's Chrissy Fiore as she clears it. She's running the floor. Fiore takes it coast to coast for 2. So Chrissy Fiore in transition with the easy bucket. Of course, Fiore, the really talented goalie for this Darien girls soccer team in the fall. She'll play on the lacrosse team in the spring, and she's headed to the U.S. Naval Academy to play lacrosse. Traveling violation on Ridgefield, so it'll be Darien ball up 2 here.
Ridgefield back in pressure here.
They get it to Fiore at half court. And Ramsey has the ball taken away by Kate Wagner.
That was a really nice steal. Good hands-on defense, and it's tough when you have tight man-to-man pressure or full court zone pressure here. Darien's turned the ball over 3 of the last 4 times down the floor.
Off the front of the rim.
It's a good rebound by Ramsey.
It's funny watching Ramsey, so dangerous in the open floor. That's the way she was on the soccer field as well. You can't give her space. And a little bit of an up and down game right here.
Yeah, Ridgefield looks like they want to push the tempo, and if it's not there, pull it back out. So far, they've done a pretty good job. If it's not there, look for a quality shot. Another offensive rebound.
And second chance opportunities by Ridgefield. And Ramsey comes away with it.
Second and third chance.
Yep. There's the sophomore Kelly Richter with the ball. Ridgefield playing man-to-man defense. Cross-court pass by Hallie King goes out of bounds. So the senior throws it away.
Ridgefield plays good defense. That's a tight man-to-man, and then they mix it up and go zone.
Faith Arnold for 3. Off the back of the iron, and King comes down with the rebound.
That was a nice rebound there. It looks like Ridgefield's settling and relying a little too much on the 3 ball right now. I think they're probably about 1 for 5 from 3. Here's a good pass.
Ramsey triple teamed in the pivot. She gets tied up, jump ball situation, and the arrow points to Ridgefield. Double header here tonight on the DAF Media Network. We broadcast the JV game between these two schools earlier tonight. Ridgefield beating Darien in an impressive performance. And the Ridgefield JV team like to push the pace as well.
Yeah, that's a lot of points for a JV team to score, and they went hard to the hoop, and they had a bunch of girls that were really nice three-point shooters as well.
Yeah, they were able to get some offense from their defense.
All right, let's see if Darien can get a quality possession here.
Demonicus, baseline. It's the back of the board. Down court pass to Colonel. She misses, gets her own rebound, can't get it to go, and Ramsey clears it.
I think Ramsey, just with her length, altered that shot, the first shot, just enough to throw her off balance.
There's Chrissy Fiore down low. She is fouled, and she will shoot 2. Want to thank Shay Karzuski for sitting in on the junior varsity broadcast. Did a terrific job. Of course, her 2 oldest daughters played in the Darien girls varsity basketball program. First free throw is good for Fiore. She gets them both, Barry.
Yeah, that's key. You got to convert on these foul shots against a quality opponent.
Here's Colonel, kicks it out. Darien stays in that zone. Ridgefield got a look, couldn't convert. Here's Ramsey in the open floor, and she kicks it out of bounds. So a little out of control that time, bringing the ball down the floor.
Well, that's okay. That was a good aggressive play. There were only 4.5 seconds when she got the ball, so she really had to push it, and really I wouldn't consider that much of a turnover.
And that is the end of the first quarter, 11-7 Darien. So a nice start by the Blue Wave in a game that they really need to have.
Yeah, their defense looks pretty solid thus far. The high 1-2-2 with the length up top with Ramsey. They're moving, sliding well on defense, and they're forcing Ridgefield to take a lot of contested three-point shots.
So this will be the key. I mentioned Darien coming off back-to-back losses at Wilton the last time out, and in that game they got off to a good start, but the second quarter Wilton just ran away from them. So we'll see how Darien starts this second quarter.
Yeah, the second quarter is always pivotal in a game like this, especially when your opponent only scores 7 points. I can't say I know that much about Ridgefield, but I'd be surprised to see if they have, in fact, have any 7-point first quarters the entire year. Darien to inbound to start the second quarter here. 11-7 lead for the Blue Wave.
Damian Andrew alongside Barry Cronin. Glad you could be with us tonight on this DAF media broadcast of high school varsity girls basketball. Ramsey gets it to Fiore, and she is fouled. So she'll return to the free throw line and shoot 2.
And that was a really nicely designed play. They were tight man-to-man. Ramsey rolls down the side of the lane from the top, and then Fiore flashes. They make the extra pass, and you get the foul.
Hits the first one. Off the front of the iron. Here comes Ridgefield inside to Colonel, and she is fouled by Ramsey. Getting back to Chrissy Fiore. Of course, Chrissy Fiore, a three-sport athlete here at Darien High School, as well as Katie Ramsey. They play soccer, basketball, and lacrosse in the spring.
Yeah, it's great to see the three-sport athletes where today's world, so many are specializing in a single sport, others with two. The three-sport is a much more of a rarity today, and it's great to see. And look, it helps them in all their other sports as well, whether it's vision or footwork or balance. Yep. It's you talk to the college coaches, and they, for the most part, really love to see the three-sport athlete.
And I think you and I have talked about this in the past. It certainly has been a highly debatable topic, the three-sport athlete or specializing in one sport year-round. Of course, you and I grew up, student athletes played multiple sports.
Right, it depended what time of the year it was, and what was in the closet and what was out.
That's right. Ramsey, it falls, and it's 14-7 Darien. Ridgefield head coach Tom DiMarzo pacing on the sidelines. His team comes in here having won 8 straight, including a big win over previously unbeaten Trumbull. So, as I mentioned at the outset of the broadcast, maybe the hottest team in the FCAC right now.
Yeah, they seem a little confused on offense, a lot of standing around, and they really haven't gotten great shots. Now they're going to get a good shot since I said that, but good hands there by Fiore. And a nice steal.
To your point, Barry, having some trouble against this Darien zone defense.
Ridgefield back in tight man-to-man.
Here's Richter. Takes it strong to the hoop, draws the foul. She'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, the slide, help slide was just a little bit late, and the girl did not have a great angle and had to foul her. But a good, strong take to the hoop and 2 shots. If Darien can continue to take the ball strong and convert on their free throws, you can steal a quick, 6 to 10 points. Thus far they're 5 out of 6 from the line or something like that. That's great.
Yeah, she gets the first one. In the JV broadcast, Shay Karczewski and I were talking about this Darien girls basketball program. Obviously, they lose Fiore and Ramsey next year.
Right.
Huge losses, but certainly the cupboard not bare for Darien. They've got a number of talented sophomores.
Yeah, and it's nice to see a full squad on the JV team too. I think they had 12 girls on the JV team, and that's that's great for the future of the program.
They also will graduate Haley King. That's out of bounds off of Ridgefield, and it'll stay Darien ball.
That was a very good entry pass from the wing down to Fiore on the block, and there's another good pass.
Ramsey, the offensive rebound, and one. Just an athletic circus shot as she threw it up there. She was contested, and she gets it to go, and she'll go to the line to try to complete the three-point play.
Yeah, keep the pressure on. It's great to see an offensive rebound. And they're on their heels a little bit here. Timeout, Ridgefield.
And Ridgefield's head coach, Tom DiMarzo, takes a timeout, 30-second timeout. His team trailing by 10. If the FCAC playoffs were to start today, Ridgefield would be the 4 seed. They have had a really terrific season thus far. Lost 3 of their first 4 games of the year, and then they've gone on this 8-game winning streak, been on a tear of late.
And the FCAC is funny in that there's 16 teams in the conference, so in the sports where you play all the other 15 teams, it really depends on the scheduling. And you could, it's just, you either have a fortunate schedule or an unfortunate, and you play the stronger teams the first 3 games like Ridgefield may have.
Yep.
Or you have the reverse and you think you're in a much better position and then you struggle down the stretch. So it's always a dogfight for those slots 5 through 10 to get into the FCAC.
Misses the free throw, and to your point, they did lose to Fairfield Ward early on, and Fairfield Ward having a terrific season, of course, coached by the longtime head coach Dave Denko, does a great job with the Mustangs program. Darien stays in his own D as Ridgefield looks for ways to attack it. Working some clock here. Here's Colonel. Strong move, banks it in. Caroline Colonel has played well, the senior. Out to a strong start in this one.
That was a nice defensive play. Chris coming right back at you. Ramsey with a nice steal.
So here's Ramsey.
That's a great
nice
pass.
Look underneath to DeMonicus. Lindsay DeMonicus, the easy 2 underneath.
You got to love that extra pass for a layup. If you're a coach, that just brings a smile to your face.
And that'll be steps on Sabrina Grizafi, the sophomore. As we mentioned earlier, a number of underclassmen on this Ridgefield team, just 1 senior.
Yeah, they're showing a little bit more urgency on that last possession. Maybe the coach said something to get them fired up. And another good entry pass.
That was a nice look by Gwen Dolce as she finds Hassana Arbubakar, the sophomore big for Darien, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2.
The interior passing for Darien has been really solid thus far, leading to a lot of good opportunities.
And a substitution for Ridgefield as Claire Tanian comes into the game for Faith Arnold. Kate Wagner set in the Ridgefield offense. Inside to Colonel. And here's Ramsey up top with the ball, gets it to Gwen Dolce. Here's Dolce, far side of the court. Richter. The three from the corner is an air ball by Wagner. And Kelly Richter will bring it up the floor for Darien.
You know, Damien, one way to beat the zone is you hit a couple of jump shots, and Ridgefield's really struggling to do that. I would think they're 1 to 8 or 1 of 9 from 3, and just doesn't look like they have that confidence in the shot either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You hit a couple of long twos or a 3, and that changes things. Softens up that zone. Fiore gets the first one. Nora McNeese back in the game for Ridgefield. McNeese, just a freshman, and Fiore converts them both.
Yeah, so that I think would make Kate Fiore 5 of 6 on free throws. That's pretty solid, and as a team, scored a lot of points off free throws.
Fiore with 9 points, having a nice first half for the
Double
Blue
dribble.
Wave, and that's going to be a double dribble on Claire Tannian, the sophomore from Ridgefield.
And at 21 to 9, with a 12-point advantage, the biggest lead of the game here for Darien. And we got some numbers here.
You know, you said they had some numbers. Darien has done a nice job handling this pressure, this full court pressure by Ridgefield.
They have. I think they had 1 or 2 turnovers early on. They've settled down. They've made the right pass.
Here's Dolce with the ball. Fiore can't get it to go, and it's going to be Ridgefield ball.
And that was another good pass by Dolce. Ridgefield had dropped into a 2-3 zone on that inbounds pass, and often the hole in that zone is the middle, and that's right where Fiore flashed and got the ball. Just tough roll there off the rim on that shot, but a very good pass.
Wagner, the entry pass, and Fiore the steal, and Colonel will be whistled for the foul.
Good anticipation there on defense by Fiore, and a little bit late on the pass.
There was a nice entry pass by Wagner inside to Nora McNeese, but on the kick out, Fiore with the interception. So substitutions for Darien as DeMonicus and Ramsey come back into the game.
And that was also the 7th team foul, so with 2:37 left in the first half, Darien's in the one-on-one, and they've done a good job converting free throws. So let's see if we can get a couple more here.
Fiore gets the first one. And the second free throw falls off the rim. 22 to 9, Darien with a big lead here late in the first half. If you're just joining us on this DAF Media live stream, another Ridgefield turnover.
Yeah, that was a lazy pass from the top of the key. Good hands by Ramsey on that.
And that'll be a foul on Kate Wagner.
They have to be careful here. I mean, if they keep fouling it almost at the center court, and Darien's in the one-on-one and can convert these free throws, they're not really helping themselves here. That was a classic case of playing defense with your hands. Man-to-man, you got to play defense with your feet.
Richter gets the first of the one-and-one. As you mentioned, Barry, Darien in the bonus. She gets them both.
At halftime, we'll have to check and see what the stats are on the free throw percentage for Darien, but I would think it's at least 70%, if not higher.
Darien continues to pack in that zone. There's Colonel up top for three, no good. Ramsey the rebound. And she is going to be fouled by Colonel. So Colonel picks up 2 quick fouls.
Now that's a frustration foul there. You could see that. You know, it was a pretty good look from the three-point shot. Just missed it. A little frustration. But again, they're putting Darien back on the line, and Darien thus far has done a great job converting. And not only that, they're now in the double bonus.
Yep.
So they're past the 1-and-1, and everything's two shot at the 10th foul.
And she misses them both, but Fiore, the rebound, puts it back up and in. So a great offensive rebound by Chrissy Fiore. Faith Arnold to Wagner. This is Colonel on the baseline. She is blocked by Ramsey. And Kozowski, the sophomore, for three is no good. And Darien probably content to run a little clock here, Barry Cronin, late in the first half.
Yeah,
they turn it over, and
there's a foul on Dolce. Probably a good grab. Probably a good foul. Saved the breakaway.
Yep, saved an easy 2. Gwen Dolce picks up the foul. Substitution for Ridgefield.
Yeah, it's interesting. The vast majority of the three-point attempts by Ridgefield have been from the wing or the corner, and it looks like they're trying to get the shot from up top, but the length with Ramsey up top has really thrown them off their game.
Here's McNeese in the pivot. Nice turnaround jumper there. Under a minute remaining here, Darien up 26-11. Ridgefield in a man-to-man defense.
Now this looks like there's a mismatch here. There you go.
Richter, the second effort, follows up her own shot. I want to give a shout out to the Richter family. They're always watching these DAF media live streams. Here's Wagner, swings it to Arnold.
20 seconds left, plenty of time. Thought about a shot from the top, but
inside to McNeese, and she is fouled going up, so she'll go to the line and shoot 2. If you're Darien head coach Melba Chambers, not what you want with 8.8 seconds left.
that was a good pass, though. You either make the foul or you give up a layup.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was a great entry pass that time.
McNeese converts on the first. 28-12 now. Just under 9 seconds in the first half.
And McNeese gets them both. Time running out here, under 7 seconds left for Darien. They go down low to DeMonicus, and that'll do it for the first half. Is Darien, impressive first half for the Blue Wave. Coming off back-to-back losses, came out of this one fired up. They lead Ridgefield 28-13 at the half. We are going to take a quick break, and we will be back with second half action here on the DAF Media Network. Welcome back to this DAF Media Network broadcast of high school varsity girls basketball. At the half, Darien leads Ridgefield 28-13 as the Ridgefield faithful who have traveled here to Darien are starting to get into it, trying to cheer their team back into this one. Big first half for Chrissy Fiore of Darien, 12 points, 3 rebounds, and she was 6 of 8 from the foul line, Barry.
Right.
To your point, Darien made some big free throws in that first half as they were in the bonus and then the double bonus pretty early in that first half.
Yeah, I think any coach in high school would take 10 points in the first half from the foul line.
And
that's a huge, huge boost.
Second half is underway. Caroline Colonel misses the long-range jumper, so it'll be Darien ball. And as you and I talked about at the half, this is a big third quarter for Darien, as you have to figure that Ridgefield will come out fired up. Nice hustle play that time by Haley King. And a nice block by Chrissy Fiore up ahead to Katie Ramsey. And she has it knocked away from behind by Megan Klazowski.
Yeah, it was good hustle play. She could have given up on the play and given up a layup to Ramsey, and she made a great play from behind.
So a frenetic pace here. The first 30 seconds of the second half. Fiore down low, and she is fouled by Nora McNeese.
Yeah, that was a good cut to the basket. That's a tough play for the defender. It's almost forced the ref to give you that call.
And so Fiore returns to the free throw line. As we mentioned, she was 6 of 8 from the foul line in the first half. And of course, DAF Media's Brendan Ross keeping our stats, doing a little producing. Emily Finland on camera 1, as always, doing a solid job. So it's 30-13 Darien. Inside to McNeese, and she has the ball taken away by Demonicus, who's running the floor now. And then Sabrina Grizafi knocks it out of bounds. So it'll be Darien ball on the baseline.
Ridgefield's dropped into a zone off of the inbounds play the last couple times. That's a nice steal. It's probably a forced inbounds play there.
Demonicus trying to lob it into Fiore. Wagner's shot is no good. Colonel misses the putback. And here's Kelly Richter. Almost loses control. And here's Demonicus underneath, and she is fouled, going strong to the rim. Megan Klazowski whistled for the foul.
Couple of sloppy passes there. Darien got a little bit fortunate, but good hustle to get those 50-50 loose balls and a great pass. Another, what could have been a gimme layup and forced the foul.
Demonicus misses the first free throw.
Let's go, Tigers! Let's go, Tigers!
She misses them both, and here's Klazowski in the open floor. And she loses the ball out of bounds as she tries to take it coast to coast.
That's a tough play. She looked a little out of control, but could have just as easily been called a foul on the Darien defender as well.
And the timeout, almost a 5-second violation on Darien, but they get the timeout.
That was a good timeout by the coach.
It was a good timeout,
That
yeah.
would have been a 5-second violation because it's not when the ball enters the court, it's when it's caught.
Yep, we're going to take a look at the Darien huddle. Of course, first-year head coach Melba Chambers in the purple, talking things over with her team. And as we mentioned during the JV broadcast, Melba Chambers played college basketball at Georgetown, and then she was an assistant coach at her alma mater, was also an assistant coach at the College of Charleston down in South Carolina. So she has Division I coaching experience, and now she's in her first year as the head coach here at Darien. Once again, thanks for joining us on this DAF media broadcast.
So Ridgefield's gone to full court man-to-man pressure, at least out of that out-of-bounds play. Let's see what they do here. Still in.
They drop into a zone. Here's Fiore, roll into the basket and one. So Chrissy Fiore continues to have a big game for the Blue Wave. 16 points, and we still have 6:30 remaining in the third quarter.
Well, the hole in the 2-3 zone is at the foul line. It was a good entry pass, and nobody was there, so she just took it to the hole, one dribble, and then get fouled.
That is
See if we can complete the three-point play here.
Yeah, that is a great point. Here's Klasowski bringing it up the floor. Grizafi at the top of the key, over to Colonel. Wagner in the corner, the far corner. And Klasowski is going to be fouled by Haley King. Haley King just kind of shrugs her shoulders. What do you want me to say? I fouled her.
Yeah, you had to call that. It was a little bit of a trip.
Wagner trying to get it inside. Here's Klasowski. She hits.
That was a good pass.
The jumper. That was a nice pass that time by Katie Flynn, the freshman, to Klasowski, wide open in the paint.
So look for Ridgefield every time they score to really have some tight pressure. There's a turnover. Good defense there by Grizafi. Hands up, good hands.
Here we go, Tigers! Here we go! Here we go, Tigers! Here we go!
And the Ridgefield fans getting into it as they try to get their team back into this game. Ridgefield down 33-15. And the baseline jumper is good by Grizafi. Sabrina Grizafi for two on the baseline. Here's Fiore at midcourt. She nearly loses it, and she does lose it. And that's going to be a foul on Megan Klasowski. Gwen Dolce checks into the game for Haley King. So it's DeMonicus, Ramsey, Fiore, Richter, and Dolce in the game for Darien.
Yeah, that was a fortunate call. That could have been easily a no call there, but looks like Ridgefield's amping up their defensive pressure here. Got to protect the ball.
And here's Colonel with the steal. She takes it in, and it rolls off the front of the iron. And she gets it back, and Ramsey takes it away. Up ahead to DeMonicus, to Fiore underneath for two more.
Another good extra pass to get the layup.
And that ball goes out of bounds off Chrissy Fiore as Colonel tries to take it strong to the hoop. Under 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. The pace has picked up here.
Yeah, if you're Ridgefield, that's the only chance you have to get back in this game is to pick up the pace.
And that goes out of bounds off Richter as she was looking for the steal there. There's Grizafi. And that is a long two. Foot was on the line.
It was a good stroke, though.
And a foul on Richter.
No, it was on 24, I think.
Now it's Kelly Richter who's whistled for the foul there. And we've got a little confusion here on the floor.
Oh, they're calling a flagrant foul on on
Richter.
Darien, on Richter, and she's been, I think she may have
Ejected
been
from the
ejected
game.
from the game.
Yep.
Well, that's not that would be helpful in shifting this momentum if they get 2 shots and the ball and a strong player disqualified from the contest. Let's see how Ridgefield responds here.
So Wagner misses the first free throw. And she misses that one. So she misses both free throws on the technical.
All right, lots of time here. Let's see how Darien responds on the defensive end here.
And both of these, this crowd getting into it now.
Well, it feels like it's a 1-point game the way the crowd's.
It certainly does.
It's a 14-point cushion for
It certainly
16-point, I should say.
There's Wagner, 3 is no good, but the putback by Grizafi.
That was a nice offensive rebound.
There's Dolce with the ball, gets it to Ramsey. And Darien gonna pull this out a little bit, maybe run some clock. And that'll be a foul on Caroline Colonel.
Yeah, that was a foul. She got a little bit lazy, didn't move her feet. That's at least 3 fouls on
Using the body, I believe that is her
on
3rd
Colonel.
foul. There's Dolce. Rachel Stobie in the game for Darien. One of 2 juniors on this team. Fiore kicks it out to Dolce. Nice ball fake by Ramsey, and she is fouled in the paint.
Yeah, that was good ball movement. Had it down low. Fiore got double teamed, put it up to the top, over to Ramsey. And a good ball fake by Ramsey to get that extra space to take it to the hole.
So 3:30 remaining in the 3rd quarter. That is already Ridgefield's 6th team foul, Barry.
Yep.
Ramsey misses the first free throw. Faith Arnold checking into the game for Ridgefield. She will replace Caroline Colonel, the senior. And that's going to be tracked down by Klazowski. Darien in a zone, as they have been for much of this game. There's Grizafi, and she is fouled by Fiore. And Fiore gets up gingerly, and she will head to the bench. Looks like it could be an ankle injury.
And that was a good move by Grizafi. She hit a jumper that was close to a 3 ball, but 1 foot over the line on the prior possession. Gave a little ball fake and had a clear lane to the basket. It was a really good play.
So Nora McNeese back into the game, replacing Katie Flynn, the freshman. And Ramsey tracks down the rebound.
Oh, both teams have gone a little cold here from the charity stripe.
There's Stobie, baseline jumper, no good. Boubacar.
Good hustle.
Great hustle that time by Hassana Arbubakar.
Yeah, and she's been on the floor 2 or 3 times going for loose balls. That's great to see. And possession arrow in the favor of Darien, so she saved her team a possession.
There's Demonicus, gets it to Dolce, then into Ramsey, and Ramsey is fouled.
Yeah, that was an easy call. When a bigger player like Fiore or Ramsey has position like that on the block, they're going to call that foul 99 out of 100 times, and they should. That's the right call. Now we're in the 1-and-1. Let's see if we can make some free throws.
She gets the first one. Ramsey with 6 points in this game. And she gets them both. So Katie Ramsey hits 2 big free throws for Darien.
And I'd give those 2 points to Hassana for great hustle play and keeping the ball alive and the possession alive for Darien.
Yep. Klosowski to Grizafi. Can't get it to go. And Stobie with the rebound.
That's a good rebound there. A lot of misses from the corner. Go to the backside, and you've got to be ready for that. It was a good rebound.
And that'll be steps on Arbu Bakar. Bella Giordano comes into the game for Ridgefield, replacing Nora McNeese. Wagner on the far side of the court, cross-court pass to Grizafi, and here's Klosowski, misses the corner jumper.
Yeah, smart play to hold it up here. You can push it if you got it wide open. Other than that, just.
And Grizafi comes up with the steal.
2-on-2 here. See what they can do.
There's Klosowski, goes baseline. Faith Arnold can't convert, and here's Darien in transition. And Klosowski whistled for the foul. So it'll be a 1-and-1 situation for Katie Ramsey. Her team up 37-21 in this FCAC varsity girls basketball game. Darien came into this game 5-7 overall, 5-5 in the FCAC.
Some of these fouls are going to start to add up on Ridgefield. I think number 24's got it. At least 2 or 3 fouls.
And a scramble for the ball on the floor. Jump ball situation favors Ridgefield. Ridgefield comes into this game 10-3 overall, 8-2 in the FCAC. And they started the season 0-2 in the FCAC and rattled off 8 straight wins.
Well, you know they're a good team. They're well coached. You got to think a run's coming, and Darien hopefully will be prepared for it. There's a good rebound there.
Here's Dolce going to the basket, has her shot blocked by Bella Giordano.
That was a nice block. It just bounced on the outside the baseline, so that's why the whistle. Darien retains possession.
Yeah, no foul, just out of bounds, and Fiore banks it in, and Chrissy Fiore adds to her point total. Under a minute remaining in the third quarter, 39-21 Darien, and that's a jump ball, and the arrow favors Darien.
Yeah, that was a kind of a forced pass. It put the girl that caught the ball in a tough position, got tied up immediately.
21 points for Fiore, 9 in the second half. She had 12 in the first half. Dolce fighting for the ball. And it's going to be a 5-second violation on Darien. So it'll be Ridgefield ball near midcourt.
Actually, 10-second violation.
10-second violation, sorry. 10-second. Did
I knew
say 5-second violation?
I knew what you meant.
10-second violation.
That was good defense by Ridgefield. That's a good pass there.
Inside to Klazowski, and she gets it to go.
And Klazowski's there, heart and soul. Looks like she's the hustler out there, especially on defense.
Very fiery. She's seemingly in on every play, every loose ball situation, brings a lot of energy out onto the court.
Yep.
Does Megan Klazowski, the sophomore, just a sophomore. A lot of underclassmen on this Ridgefield team, as we've mentioned. Here's Dolce for three, no good. And Grizafi with We are back on the DAF Media Network, about to start the fourth quarter, the final 8 minutes of this one, and it has been a pretty intense second half here between these two schools, Darien and Ridgefield, in this girls varsity basketball game. Had some technical difficulties at the end of the third quarter. We are back live streaming. It's 39-23. Darien, the turnover, and Caroline Colonel is fouled by Gwen Dolce.
Yeah, that was a nice steal. Good anticipation of the interior pass, and took it all the way down for the layup. Darien offensive people up front, whether it's Ramsey or Fiore getting the ball up top, will really have to be careful for that play. They're going to have to shield their defender, do a better job coming out to meet the ball.
And misses the second one. And that's a jump ball situation. And it's Ridgefield's ball.
Damien, I can't remember the last time I saw a game with this many jump balls.
I know.
We had about 6 or 8 of them this half.
Well, Barry, you know the funny thing about it, I can remember, and it was in the JV game that preceded this, there were a number of jump balls. In fact, I was talking to one of the JV coaches, and he said to me, Damien, can you believe how many jump ball situations there were? Here's Klazowski. She has really given Ridgefield a spark here in the second half. Just with her intense play, the bank is open for Caroline Colonel. Yeah, she hits the three.
I don't think she called bank on that either.
I don't either. I don't either, Barry. I didn't hear it. Here's Stobie. Tries to get it to Ramsey. Nice curl pass to Fiore underneath, and she is fouled by Colonel. And I believe that is number 4 on Caroline Colonel.
Yep, if they called it on 22, I believe that is her 4th foul.
So Fiore will go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. And she does. Chrissy Fiore having a big game.
And at this point in the game, if you're Darien, you're happy to trade 2s or 3s.
Yep.
They had a nice 3 on a bank shot, and Darien counters with an old-fashioned 3-point play.
Here's Ramsey. Dolce with the ball, being guarded by Klazowski.
That was a good backdoor cut. Just missed the layup attempt, but a nice pass and a good backdoor cut. That's one of the things you can do against this pressure man-to-man defense.
Yeah, Stobie just couldn't convert it, but it was a nice look by Dolce. Ridgefield gets it inside, and Fiore whistled for the foul. And Katie Flynn, the freshman, will go to the line.
And that was a good interior pass from Klazowski. You know, one of the things Ridgefield really has not done is had those passes inside the paint on this zone, which is precisely where the hole is in the zone.
Yeah, great point. Flynn, one of 4 freshmen on this Ridgefield team. 6 sophomores, so a number of underclassmen playing for the Tigers and seeing valuable minutes. Ramsey comes down with it. Ramsey will now bring it up the court, and that is a 10-second violation on Darien. So great defense by Ridgefield as Faith Arnold playing tough man-to-man on Katie Ramsey that time.
We'll have to look at the clock on the next possession. That seemed like a fast 10 seconds to me, but I'm sure it was correct. They tried to make the same interior pass, a little sloppy. Someone's open.
Fiore taking it herself. She's stripped from behind by Faith Arnold, and Ridgefield comes away with it.
Probably one extra dribble there. Could have made another pass.
Grizafi strong, and she is blocked by Fiore. Loose ball on the floor, and Darien has it. Gwen Dolce, the sophomore, brings it up the court. Picks up her dribble, finds DeMonicus in the corner, and DeMonicus bodied by Grizafi, and Grizafi whistled for the foul.
Sabrina Grizafi, multiple block. Double bonus, shooting 2, Lindsay DeMonicus.
Yeah,
So-
a little lazy on defense there. That was just a reach.
So with 5:20 left in the game, Darien in the double bonus.
Yeah, the key is going to be, can they convert on these free throws? And thus far, looks like they can. I think it was about 2:45 in the first half when they were in the double bonus. So I know that doesn't make the Ridgefield faithful happy, but it's been a physical game.
And she misses the second free throw.
Plenty of time, though. 15-point lead. That's a lot of time.
Oh, yeah, this game far from over. Here's Wagner, deep 3 is no good. And DeMonicus has the rebound, but
Looked like a nice defensive play. Knocked it out of her hands and off her knee.
yep, yeah, good catch. So it's Ridgefield ball. Here's Wagner working on that Darien zone. Grizafi baseline, kicks it out to Wagner. Wagner for 3, and it's good.
That was a nice stroke. And they were patient, and they got a good shot.
So it looks like it's a timeout here. I think what Melba Chambers is saying on the sideline, she didn't call a timeout, but the officials gave her a timeout.
Well, the Ridgefield coach was trying to call a timeout on the made basket, but the Darien team inbounded the ball, and he granted the timeout when after 2 or 3 dribbles was taken. That actually should not have been a timeout. The Darien coach did not call a timeout, and you can't call timeout when the other team has the ball. So, anyways, Darien retains possession.
Retains possession, and loose ball underneath the Ridgefield basket, and here's Haley King, and she has the ball stripped. Darien turns it over. Grizafi, corner 3 is no good. Klazowski puts it up, no good. So Ridgefield chucking it up from beyond the three-point arc. That time down the floor. Here's Ramsey, throws it up, and it's off of Grizafi. So it'll be Darien ball. And now Melba Chambers wants a full timeout. Now that was a great point, Barry, the way you broke that down. A little confusion on the floor moments ago. So let's reset here. Darien up 43-31 in the fourth quarter. Darien in the double bonus. Chrissy Fiore with 24 points, 12 points in the first half, 12 points here in the second half. 10 of 12 from the free throw line is Chrissy Fiore.
That's a strong day's work, and particularly the 10 of 12 from the line. I mean that's a solid. And the thing is that Ridgefield's quietly chipping away at this lead, Damien. It was a 20-point lead, and it's now a 12-point lead. So it still feels like Darien's got a cushion. They just have to be smart with the ball.
No, you're right. This game far from over. Just under 4 minutes remaining, 3:59 on the clock. A lot of time left in the Darien-Wilton boys game the other night. Darien was down by about 13 with 3 minutes left. They cut it to 2 and nearly tied the game up and sent it into overtime. With a crazy comeback, just couldn't complete it. Okay,
5-second violation on Darien. So let's see what Ridgefield can do here. The last couple times down, they were a little helter-skelter and disorganized, but the one time they were organized, they got a good shot.
3 is no good by Faith Arnold. Here comes Darien.
And I guess they continued to be disorganized.
If I'm Darien head coach Melba Chambers, maybe run some clock here. Under 4 minutes remaining.
Yep, and the entry pass.
And again, no shot clock in Connecticut high school boys or girls basketball. There's a shot clock in New York. There's a shot clock in New Jersey. No shot clock in Connecticut.
And even if you run 20 to 30 seconds off the clock and get a good opportunity, they still need 6 scores.
Here's Colonel, pulls up, gets it to go. She's had a nice game. I believe she has 13 in this game. Fiore underneath all alone, and she can't convert the bunny, and it's tied up as Klazowski ties her up, and she is fired up, is Ridgefield's Megan Klazowski. Jump ball, but it does favor Darien, so the Blue Wave will have it underneath their own basket.
And that was a really good defensive play by number 10, Wagner. Just threw Fiore off enough. Sort of lost her balance a little bit. Other than that, it was a wide open shot. Pass was a little late, could have been there a little earlier.
So buckle up, partner, for these final 3 minutes. This is going to be a good one. Darien up 10. As you mentioned moments ago, Ridgefield has chipped away at this Blue Wave lead. And that'll be steps on Chrissy Fiore as she was double-teamed by Colonel and Klazowski. Ridgefield head coach Tom DiMarzo in his 4th season, pacing the sidelines, barking out instructions to his team. Here's Wagner up top. Klazowski, cross-court pass to Grizafi. Grizafi has her shot blocked by Fiore. And here's Ramsey with the ball. Gets it across midcourt.
Don't want to give up your dribble here.
Dangerous pass to Fiore. Here's Gwen Dolce as Darien will reset its offense. Nice backdoor cut by DeMonicus, but Dolce's pass a little off the mark.
Yeah, just off the outstretched arms of DeMonicus. Right idea, though. I mean, they are burning some clock here, so 10-point game. Just over 2 minutes here.
Wagner in the corner. Out to Faith Arnold. Over to Klazowski. back to Arnold. Here's Wagner for three. No good. And it's out of bounds off of Ridgefield.
Off of 24. Klozowski knocked it out of bounds on the backside.
Ramsey throws it down court to Fiore. Fiore puts it up, and Wagner comes away with the rebound. Here's Ridgefield. Grizzaffi in the corner, out to Wagner. Wagner for three, no good. Grizzaffi the rebound. And the baseline runner is good. And Ridgefield within 8 with 1:35 remaining. Fiore trapped in the corner, and that is going to be a foul on Caroline Colonel, and I believe that's her 5th personal foul.
Well, she's sure walking fast to the bench like it's her 5th foul.
So the senior has fouled out of the game.
And you got to think that they're going to be super aggressive on defense, going for steals, and they'll put Darien on the line and if they foul and see if they can make the foul shots.
Fiore misses the first one.
But it's a huge advantage to be in the double bonus because the 1-and-1, you got to make that first one, and like in this case, you missed the first one, you got another shot. So the double bonus is it's a great thing.
And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, they were in the double bonus in the 3rd quarter as Fiore hits the 2nd free throw.
Either the 3rd quarter or 5.5 in the 4th, but it's been quite some time.
Yeah. All right, here we go. 44-35 Darien. Under 1:15 left. Here's Wagner from the corner. The 3 rattles in and out. Dolce fighting for the rebound, and it'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow points to Ridgefield, so they retain possession.
9-point lead, 1:10. Let's see who wants to take the 3-point shots for Ridgefield.
They just get it in. Here's Grizzaffi over to Klozowski.
They had a 3 opportunity there.
And that'll be a foul on Chrissy Fiore.
And Grizzaffi had the 3 there. Faked the 3, made a good move. Kind of got bailed out on that foul. She seemed like a little bit out of control, but it was a good play.
And Grizzaffi converts the first free throw attempt. She gets another one.
But if you're Darien, you'll trade free throws with them at this juncture. All right, well, they're getting closer. It's a 7-point game here, a minute to go.
They get it into Fiore. She brings it up the
that's
floor.
A reach.
And that is going to be a foul called on Katie Flynn, the freshman. Ridgefield with just 1 senior on its team, and she has fouled out. Carolyn Colonel had a great game.
Yeah, Ridgefield's got a bunch of young, solid players. They'll probably be a force to be reckoned with here in the next 3 years, Damien.
Young, talented players. Yeah, Tom DeMarzo, this is his 4th year as head coach, as we've mentioned, and he has done a nice job with the Ridgefield program, always has them at the top of the FCAC standings. And Fiore gets the 2nd one.
So back to an 8-point game here. They've got to get some quicker shots.
And Darien comes up with a steal. Gwen Dolce with the ball. And Darien looks like they want to run some clock, and Klozowski called for the foul.
That was a nice defensive play by Ramsey up top. Could have gotten called for a kickball, but it actually went right off the top of her kneecap, it looked like, and popped into Dolce's hand. So. One or 2 more free throws here should
in
and out.
First one in and out. She gets another one. 38 seconds left, 45-37, Darien holding on to an 8-point lead. Misses them both. Out of bounds off of Ridgefield, so it's Darien ball under their own basket. And that was a fortuitous break there for the Blue Wave.
Yeah, good hustle by Katie Ramsey on that play. Could have easily called a over-the-back foul, but either way, good outcome.
With the ball, and it's a timeout, Darien. Melba Chambers wants to talk things over. Smart timeout because Lindsay DeMonicus was tied up. And
yeah, that was a smart play. I mean, Darien has the possession arrow in their favor, so they have to keep that in mind. They don't need to burn a timeout. If there's a jump ball, they'll get the next one.
So the gym has gotten a little quiet here, Barry. 45-37, Darien in front. It's been an entertaining girls basketball game here in the FCAC at Darien High School. Darien trying to get above 500 in conference play. They are 5-5. Ridgefield 8-2 in the FCAC. And Ridgefield has already qualified for the state playoffs.
Yeah, I would think if Darien wins majority of their remaining games and finishes at 9-6 or something like that, that would probably put them in 7th or 8th slot. And
yeah, they're not out of it certainly for the conference tournament or for the state tournament. If they hold on and win this one, they go to 6-7 overall, 6-5 in the conference. They would need just 2 more wins to qualify for the state tournament.
And look, Ridgefield's a quality opponent. I don't think that tonight we've seen their best offensive output of the year. But Darien's played well on both sides of the ball. They've played really well defensively in the first half, and have made a lot of good passes.
Yeah, Ridgefield struggled from beyond the 3-point arc shooting the basketball. Katie Ramsey is tied up, and I believe that is a foul on Kira Williams.
Yeah, so if you can hit one of these two, I think that'll pretty much seal the deal. You never know. Crazier things can happen with the 3-point shot.
Absolutely. That has been a game changer through the years. Ramsey misses the free throw. Blue Wave up 8. Ramsey misses them both.
Let's see if they can get a shot off quickly here.
Time running out for Ridgefield. Kira Williams has her shot blocked by Ramsey. Dolce with the ball brings it across the midcourt stripe. Wide open. Nice pass to Katie Ramsey, and that should do it, and it will do it as Darien beats Ridgefield in a game that they really needed to have, 47-37. And as you said moments ago, a quality opponent in Ridgefield. That's a quality win for the Blue Wave.
It sure is, and it should give them the confidence that they can play with pretty much anyone who's on their next opponent or anyone else the remainder of the season.
Yeah, coming up for Darien doesn't get any easier. They get Fairfield Ward at home Tuesday night. And Ridgefield is at home against Wilton. So Wilton's playing well too, just like Ridgefield. I think they had a 4-game winning streak. Big storyline in this game, Chrissy Fiore, 26 points, 12 of 16 from the free throw line. That is huge. Let me get your final thoughts here on this one. Obviously, entertaining game in the second half. Darien surged to a big halftime lead. Ridgefield chipped away at that lead in the second half and made it interesting down the stretch.
Yeah, like I said, Damien, I thought they played a quality game on both sides of the court, but perhaps most importantly, when the momentum started to feel like it was swinging and Ridgefield cut it to 7, they continued to play good defense, get the 50-50 ball.